If you had the opportunity to speak directly with Pope Francis or Bishop Byrne, what would you tell them about the Catholic Church? Well, that's the overarching question being posed to Catholics worldwide and here in the Diocese of Springfield. But before local consultations can begin, the synodal team for the Diocese of Springfield is looking for volunteers to help with the process as Catholics reflect on how they can walk together as people of God. Carolee McGrath returns now with more on the local effort underway in Western Massachusetts.
We stand before you, Holy Spirit, as we gather together in your name.
Father Michael Piers leads the opening prayer at the Synodal Information Session at St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Parish in Northampton. The theme for the Worldwide Synod is For a Synodal Church, Communion, Participation, and Mission. The Pope is asking Catholics to discern God's mission for the Church. The Synodal team, or committee facilitating the Diocese of Springfield's participation in the Synod, has been meeting weekly to initiate a plan to reach out to parishes, religious communities, and Catholic and non-Catholic agencies that care for those who are often marginalized.
Synod means being together on the way, journeying together. And the fundamental question is, how are we doing this in our local church? How are we doing this in the universal church?
Father Piers, the pastor of St. John the Evangelist Parish in Agawam, is leading the synodal team. The diocesan phase began last October and will run through mid-year, leading up to the assembly of the Synod of Bishops in 2023.
This is one of our Synod information meetings that we've started holding here in January and February. And so the effort that we're engaging in right now is to really build up the excitement, build up communications on the fact of the Synod and the good work that can be accomplished.
Celeste Labby, the director of the Office of Faith Formation for the diocese, is on the synodal team.
This is the first phase where we're really getting the word out in our diocese, what the Synod is all about, and then trying to recruit volunteers to help us with this effort. This is a monumental task. We have nearly 900,000 people in the walls of this diocese that we need to reach, and our committee of 6 couldn't possibly do that on their own.
The team is looking for Synod ambassadors, which would promote the effort regionally. They're also looking for other volunteers that can help with facilitating, note-taking, hospitality, communications, and prayer. Once in place, these volunteers will help with consultative sessions in March and April. During these sessions, which will be held in community centers, senior centers, libraries, and coffee shops, people from all across the diocese will be able to meet with each other and listen to each other. The purpose of the Synod is not to change church doctrine, but to listen to each other and to journey together. And based on the promptings of the Holy Spirit, what would you say to Pope Francis? And what would you say to Bishop Byrne? Some of the questions to be considered in the diocesan consultations include, what particular issues in the church and society should we pay more attention to? How is God speaking to us through the voices we sometimes ignore? And what difficulties, obstacles, and wounds are in the local church?
People of different denominations, those on the margins that are never reached out to, those in prisons, those, in other facilities. It's our job to really go out into the community and offer everybody an opportunity to share what's on their heart.
The results of the sessions will be synthesized and sent to Bishop Byrne and then to Pope Francis.
A lot of expressions of hurt or memory or opinions or joys even. There'll be a lot of expressions that we hope to bring forth and forward and to hear from one another, to engage with one another. But in that effort, we'll be able to listen more acutely to the work of the Holy Spirit, to work to listen together what does bring us together. And it is that gift of the unifying action of the Holy Spirit. Look at the Holy Family, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. We just celebrated Christmas several weeks ago. How do Joseph and Mary bring our focus to Christ? And all of us who are made in the image and likeness of God can truly bring focus to the joy and the life of Christ at work in the world.
And so with the Holy Spirit as the guide, the diocese continues to move forward. Reporting for Reel to Reel, I'm Carolee McGrath.
And again, to learn more about the Synod process taking place and to volunteer to help out, go to diospringfield.org/synod. You can also contact the local planning team by email at synod@diospringfield.org.